Hi everyone, it's Mindy. Have a 45-minute yoga flow class for you today. Apparently no makeup today. It is a vinyasa-based class. You'll get a chance to do chaturanga, up dog, or back bend and down dog. You can always skip that. Please just modify anything that you need to modify. Skip whatever you need to skip. Be aware of your injuries. You'll see me modify quite a bit because I have my right arm is injured. Just do what you can. Flow. The most important thing here is to breathe and honor your body, and really take this time for yourself on the mat because it's really important, especially right now. So let's start in. Let's just start in table pose. Yes, the dog is needy today. All right, so spreading your fingers nice and wide here in your table pose. Take a couple of breaths. Let's rotate the head around a little bit. Make sure your fingers are nice and wide so that your weight is distributed throughout the hand. Yeah, and let's start moving immediately into some cat-cow breaths. So dropping your rib cage down, sticking your butt out, and pulling your shoulder blades back behind you. Inhale, there's cow pose. And exhale, round into the spine, tuck your tail under, chin to chest as cat. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, take a couple exhales here through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Try to bring the chest through your shoulders. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, round. And then seal your lips. Shh. Seal your lips. Move through some breaths in cat-cow here, and take some other shapes. So maybe take some circles. Rotate through your hips. Yeah, so whatever feels good here, front to back, side to side, moving the shoulders, the hips, all around. Awesome. Couple more breaths here. And begin to make your way back to a neutral table pose with your hips and shoulders stacked. Hips and knees stacked, shoulders, elbows, and wrists all stacked too. So coming into bird dog pose. Actually, before we do that, extend your right leg back. And just push into the toes of that right foot. Push your heel back. Just a little calf stretch here. And then switch. Nice. Perfect. All right, make your way to bird dog. Reach your right hand forward and your left leg back. So in order to maintain stability here, you want your left hand, again, right over by the left side of the mat, right foot by the right side of the mat. And pull your low ribs in, pull your belly in, activate the muscles along your back. Look straight down, not chin to chest, but just straight down. Breathe here, notice your belly activating, notice your back activating, push into that left hand. Take an inhale, and exhale, switch. Right hand down, left knee, and then take the right foot back, left hand forward with the palm facing in. Make sure that your hips are nice and square and stable. Just breathing into this pose. We will be holding poses a little longer in this practice. Breathe here. One more inhale. And on your exhale, take your hand and your foot down. One more cow pose. Big exhale for cat pose. Take your hands forward, turn them slightly out, give your shoulders a little bit of room, find your first down dog. Send your heels toward the mat, spread your fingers wide. Bend your left knee a lot, push your right heel down. It doesn't matter whether it ever actually gets there. And switch, bend your right knee, put your left heel down. One more time, switch. And switch. Press both heels down, maybe take some movements here in this down dog, shake out your head. Press your palms down and isometrically forward. Lift your hips nice and high and send your thigh bones toward the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, begin to walk up to the top of your mat. Bend your knees if you need to. Take a wide stance here and find ragdoll. Either grabbing your elbows or relaxing your hands down. Either way, just make sure the weight is forward, slightly towards your toes, and the crown of your head is relaxed. Nice. Super windy. Let's take a little twist here. Take your left hand underneath your nose. Bend your left knee. Sweep your right hand up. And if this doesn't work for you, you can just come into, you can even put your elbows like this. Yeah, and either way is fine. You can also grab a block and switch right hand down, left hand up, or again, you can put your elbow across your knees. Look up at that left hand, take an inhale. Exhale, come down. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knee a lot, pull your elbows back, and then strong belly as you come all the way up to standing. Press your hips slightly forward for a little counter pose. Look up. And exhale, coming into neutral. So bringing your feet together, we're going to go through some sun salutations. These are a little bit modified, so feel free to follow along, skipping any yoga push-ups that you would like. So bringing those big toes to touch with your heels slightly separated. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. And then a nice flat back. You can push your hand, bring your hands through heart center, or you can push away. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop your back. Look straight down. Bend your knees. I want you to step directly back into downward facing dog. And then roll forward on your next inhale. Use your knees if you need to. Bring your elbows in and lower slowly to the ground. Nice and controlled. Awesome. Bring the hands down, forearms down, hands down, Sphinx pose. Breathe. Press actively into your upper or lower arms and press actively into your toes. Nice. Pull your elbows back, take an inhale. And on your exhale, drop your chest. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, pull your elbows in. Inhale, peel your chest up. Notice your back activate, cobra pose. And exhale, come down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, drop down. Now if you want to come into full up dog, bring your heels of your hand by your bottom rib. If you don't like up dog, do another cobra or a sphinx. Otherwise, press actively into your hands. Peel your chest, your hips, your thighs up off the mat. Pull your shoulders back. Take your hands and pull them back toward you. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll over the toes. Use your strong legs to help you transition from up dog to down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Try to come into that cyclical breath and that audible breath. Perfect. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees, finish your exhale, look at the top of the mat, and at the bottom of your exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, strong back, soft knees. Inhale, Tadasana, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to go through that breath to movement. Skip any part of it that you want to. Inhale, Tadasana, float up, look straight up at your thumbs. And then swan dive forward, however it feels good to you to dive down. Inhale, lengthen halfway, tabletop your back. Make sure your hands are pressed somewhere, not just hanging out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step back, lift your hips. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, either to the height of your elbows or to the all the way to your belly. Flip to the tops of your feet and choose your back bend. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and chest towards your thighs. Exhale. Breathe. Nice. We're going to do 2 more of those. Lift your heels. Inhale. Bend your knees. Finish your exhale. Step or hop to the top of the mat. If I'm stepping, I alternate my feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften and bow forward. Inhale, Tadasana. Sweep up, palms up, and hands to heart center. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up, get really long. And then take all that length and dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower to your elbows or to your belly. Inhale, shine your heart, pull the shoulder blades back behind you, and exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. So right away, lift your heels. Finish your exhale. Step, maybe you start to hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, stand. Reach up, float up, palms together. Let's take it straight back down, forward fold for this last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, either take a vinyasa or just shift back to down dog. Inhale. I like to mix up what I do in terms of my back bends and my chaturangas, and you'll see me skip a lot of them. Nice job. Inhale, float your right leg back behind you. On your exhale, pull your knee in, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, float the leg back. And exhale, step behind your right wrist. Take your left knee to the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. So this is, some people call this kneeling warrior. So your pelvis is pressing forward. So you're not up here with 90-degree angles. You're leaning forward, hip flexor stretch here, active pressure in that right foot. So you can place your hands here and hang out, or lift up and make a little crescent shape. Reach and lift, pull your low ribs just a little bit in, take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Lean forward a little. You can use this right hand if you want to twist, keeping your left knee on the mat. And another thing here, if this bothers your kneecap, you can grab a towel, or you can just double up your mat here and give your knee a little bit of cushion. So nice big twist in your mid and upper back. See if you can look over your right shoulder and just breathe. As I said, we're going to hold our poses just a little longer today. So take 2 more big, long breaths. Awesome. And then go ahead and look down first. Unwind. Shift backward for half splits. Nice long spine. Pull your toes back. Soften here. You want to press your sacrum down and your sit bones to the back. Nice. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, walk forward. Go ahead and curl your left toes. Pick up your left knee. Take your left hand on inside your right foot and float your right hand up. Look up at the right hand. Maybe do some shifting forward and back, a little movement. Make sure the right knee doesn't fall out to the right. 2 more breaths here. Take an inhale. Look down. Right hand comes down. Step it back. Either take a vinyasa with your chaturanga, or just shift all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float your left leg straight up and back. Exhale, bring the thigh inward and really try to pull it up into your belly. Inhale, float your leg back. Exhale, step through, left hand or left foot behind your left wrist. Right knee down toward the right side of the mat. You can double up that mat if you need to. Inhale, reach up. Press your left foot actively down and almost like you're trying to drag it toward your right knee. Not diagonally, but just pull it back so you feel your hamstring activate. Relax your right toes. Pull the low belly up and in. Really press down as you lengthen. Take an inhale. Bring your hands together. Lean slightly forward. You can use this left hand if you want to take a nice twist. But you continue in your twist to press your hips slightly forward, not completely dumping down, so you still have control. Press your palms together. Press your right elbow to the left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. Awesome. Take an inhale. On your exhale, release your gaze, release your twist. Shift your hips back for half splits. Lengthen a little on your inhale, and then just gently lean forward on your exhale. Nice. Breathe. Soften into your hamstrings. Please don't hyperextend your knee. Keep a micro bend. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, begin to crawl forward. Curl your right toes under, lift your knee. Take your right hand inside your left foot and float your left hand up. And you could put your right hand on a block or on that nice firm cushion. Trying to kind of rotate the right ribs back a little, and again, don't let that knee fall out. Looking up. Maybe moving front to back a little. Nice. One more inhale, reach higher. Look down, touch down. Make your way through a vinyasa. I'm going to skip this one to down dog. Awesome. All right, inhale, lift your heels. At the bottom of your exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Find some length once you're there. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Dip your hips down, chair pose. Sweep your hands straight up. Nice. Now cactus your arms. We're going to work a little on strength in the back and in your quads and glutes. So cactus your arms, pull your elbows back so you feel your back activate. And then I want you to start to fold here so that you look like, this is called skier's pose, but your entire upper body is draped on your lower body and your thighs are parallel to the mat. Nice. So let's reach your hands forward. See if you can lift your heels. Just hold here. Your gaze is right in front of you and you're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your heels. Come up into chair. You're strong. You can do this. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Shake it out. I'm going to grab some water. Nice. Shake out your head. Perfect. All right. Just one time. Float your hands up. One breath. Inhale for chair. And exhale, fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. So really tabletop that back. Step your left foot back for high lunge. So just arrange your body so you have hip width feet. I'm going to turn and face this way. So you want your right foot to the right, your knee coming straight out of your hip, and on your left leg, it's coming straight back. So you have hip width stance. So that gives you lots of stability. Reach your hands straight up and pull your low ribs in. This left knee should be a little bit bent. If it's super straight, it's going to get too much into your low back. Nice. So keep your chin lifted. Test your balance. Sink a little bit deeper on your inhale. And then straighten your front leg. See if you can keep your chin lifted. Dive down. Moving with breath. And straighten. Take it down. Inhale. Exhale, straighten. Perfect. Bend that knee and then open up for warrior 2. Heel toe your right foot to the middle of the mat. Your gaze is over your right middle finger. Your outer edge of your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Really spread your fingers wide. Activate those fingers. Press actively down like you have something solid underneath your palms. Nice. So once again, let's straighten the right leg. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, warrior 2. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Look straight up. Nice. Back to warrior two. You're going to straighten your front leg here. Inhale. When I'm doing triangle, I like to shorten my stance just about a couple of inches. Then hinge forward. Don't let the shoulder drop. Keep the chest back. Reach forward and drop your hand down, probably on your mid-shin for Trikonasana. So your right toes, if you look down, should be pointed directly to the middle of your mat. Your knee has a micro bend. Your left rib cage rotates back. Crown of your head reaches forward. Breathe here. Should feel a stretch right in the inner right thigh and a lot of strength in your core here. And if you want to really challenge that, take your right hand and lift it up. But you don't, if you do that and you're like, oh, my back, please put your hand back down. Nice. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, come into warrior two. Neutralize that pose with a reverse warrior. Yeah, nice. Coming into side angle pose. Take your right hand to your thigh. Take your left hand up. And reach your pinky forward for extended side angle. Now we're going to do a little exercise here. So I want you to take that hand and aim it to the back of your mat, straight so your hand is parallel. And then from your shoulder, not from your hand, from your shoulder, internal rotation, turn your thumb down, and then external rotation. Again, internal from your shoulder, external. One more time, turn it down, turn it up. Last time, turn it down, leave it down, and then reach around and see if you can find your right inner thigh. Lean back a little, reach that right hand up if you want. Breathe here. Lengthen here. Fire up your left inner thigh. Take an inhale. Unwind. Reverse triangle. So straighten and give that right right leg a much needed break. Stretch back. Push that right hip forward. Nice. Tee out your arms. Turn your right toe to the long end of the mat. Yeah. Then turn your left toe to the back of your mat. Warrior two. Perfect. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, plant your hands at the back of your mat. Step back. Either take a vinyasa, any kind that feels right to you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a reset. Notice the muscles in your back working, your shoulders. Notice where you can release tension and where you have to work. Perfect. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Finish your exhale and step or hop. Lightly. Halfway lift and bow. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Sweep up and then sink your hips back for chair pose. Yeah, nice. So open up those arms, cactus those arms again. Let's do this one more time. This is the last time. Drop your belly on your thighs. Then reach forward. Lift your heels. Pull that low belly up off of your thighs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Heels down. Chair pose on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Awesome. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, either take a vinyasa or just step it back to downward facing dog. Relax. Awesome. Nice job, you guys. Inhale, float your left leg behind you. Exhale, pull in, shift your shoulders, push away from the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high lunge. Pull the thigh up, step behind your left wrist. Inhale for high lunge. Yeah. So again, once you've landed in that pose, take some time. Square up your hips, relax your shoulders, pull your belly in. Nice. Take your hands up, or any other option for your hands is fine. Yeah, and then when you're ready, lift your gaze just a little bit, working on balance. Push into that left foot, straighten your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend nice and deep. 2 more times. Inhale. And again, if you need to bend this right knee a little bit to take some of the pressure out of your low back, please do that. 1 more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend deeply. Open up for warrior 2. Gaze over your left middle finger. Fire up your left inner thigh. You guys hang out. I'm grabbing a drink of water. Relax the shoulders. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Relax your toes. Focus on your breath. Flip your left palm and reverse warrior. Tee the arms back, out again. Straighten your left leg. You can heel toe your right foot in if you want to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Trikonasana. And here in Trikonasana, you want to take your whole body and lean it back. Not just rotating a right shoulder. Really lean the body back. Try to lengthen. And again, you never want to hyperextend this knee. It's straight but soft. Pushing your right hip back and your left hip slightly forward. Nice. So stay here, or maybe pick up this bottom hand, palm up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Strong core. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Neutralize that spine. Neutralize your breath. And then come back into warrior 2. Take your forearm onto that upper thigh and then push your thigh out. And then inhale, reach up, turn the pinky forward and reach forward. Just for a breath or 2, rotate the rib cage back, get nice and long. And then take your right hand back. And then 3 times from your shoulder girdle. Internal rotation and external. This is also good functional movement for shoulder mobility. Rotate it in. Nice, rotate it out. 1 more time, turn the thumb down. Keep that and then reach behind you. See if you can find your left inner thigh. And either just stay here or maybe reach your left arm forward. And try not to dump your ear down, strong in your neck. Rotate the right shoulder back, take an inhale. And on your exhale, unwind, straighten that left leg. Reach and push your left hip forward. That feels so good. Big breath in. Back to warrior 2. And then straighten both legs. Turn your left toe to the long end of the mat. Right toe to the short end. Warrior 2 on the right. Reverse, nice big breath. And exhale, take your hands to the mat. Step it back, either take a vinyasa if you'd like, or skip it. For downward facing dog. Nice. 3 times, inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lift your hips. Press your chest back. 2 more times, inhale, strong plank. Exhale, downward dog. Last time, inhale and exhale. Perfect. All right, so we're going to lift our heels. At the bottom of your next exhale, see if you can float into a little toe squat, and it really helps to grab the mat with the pads of your fingers, like you're a cat. So bend your knees, grab the mat, look forward, and see if you can float up into a little toe squat. So see, it's hard, see if you can stack your heels over your toes here. So I'm not always so good at it. And your femur bones go straight out. Your shoulders and hips are stacked. And maybe you come with your hands to prayer. If that doesn't work, you can do half prayer with one hand down or both hands down. Right, we're just holding here for 5, for 4. Strong drishti, strong gaze, 3, 2. Now, let's stretch the feet. Take your hands down, leave your toes right the way they are, and let your knees come down. Ooh, I used to hate this, but now I really like it. So try to relax the bottoms of your feet. Close your eyes if that works for you. We're going to take 3 strong breaths here. Bring your hands to prayer. Find a focal point right in front of you and see if you can engage your belly and pop your knees up without falling down. Nice. Take your hands down. Lift your hips. Take your feet hip width apart. Shake it out. Yeah. And then grab your big toes with the first 2 fingers of each hand and put them between your big toe and your second toe. Then wrap your fingers around that big toe. Inhale, find a little length. Exhale, soften, pull on those toes. So your big toes are pressing down into your fingers. Your elbows are going wide. You're completely relaxing. Weight is forward to your toes. Awesome. 2 more breaths here. Excellent. And release your toes. Heel toe your feet back so they're closer together, big toes to touch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Sweep your palms up, grab your left wrist with your right hand, take a side bend. So really pull on that wrist. You guys can't see my wrist, but my right palm is facing the ceiling. And then come through center, pull on that right wrist with your left hand. Create some space. Deepen your breath. Awesome. And then inhale, Tadasana. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to head into our little peak pose. No big deal. It's just, never mind, you'll know. Inhale, float up. Exhale, Utkatasana, sit back down in your chair. Nice. And then take an inhale, sink a little deeper, lift your chest a little higher. 1 more breath, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. This time let's step the left foot back for high lunge. So inhale, float up. Nice. Exhale, open up for warrior 2. Heel toe your right foot to the middle of the mat. Reverse your warrior, big breath in. Nice. Coming into side angle pose again. This time I want you to take that hand up. Rotate, internal rotation again. Reach around. Find your inner thigh. You can stay here. If you want to go a little further toward our peak pose, you're going to reach under. See if you can find your left hand. If you have that bind, you can even fake it. Pull your shoulders back. So you don't want to be collapsing forward. Pull back. And you can just fake this too. So look down. Begin to inch your back foot in. Transfer your weight over. And slowly begin to stand. So this is the beginning of Birds of Paradise. Stay right here. It's perfectly fine. If you want to extend your leg, I'm not going to have the balance today. This is like my 3rd practice. If you want to extend your leg, you can extend your leg, find a focal point, find a drishti. Yeah, nice. 1 more inhale, and on your exhale, step down, step back, warrior 2. Awesome. Pick up this left heel, high lunge, and then fly your arms out, lean forward, airplane pose. Left hip squares down, your left knee left heel lifts. Activate your back. Little up dog. Take an inhale. On your exhale, hinge or start to stand. Bring your left knee forward. Wow. Sit into figure 4 and stretch your hips. That feels really good. Nice. And then come back into one-legged mountain pose. And then sit down, Utkatasana. One more side to go. Forward fold, inhale. That was an exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping your right foot back for high lunge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. So I'm facing you guys. Yes. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Left palm flips up, reach up. Back to warrior 2. Nice. Side angle pose. Take the pinky down, reach. One inhale here. Then reach that hand back just the way we were doing it. Turn the left shoulder down. Keep it down. Reach around. That's what that internal rotation does, is it helps you get a better bind, or even get a bind if you don't normally do that. Staying here, faking the bind here, the full bind, or grabbing that right hand. Then if you have that, see if you can pull your shoulder blades back. Then look down first. Start to bring your back leg in. Transfer the weight. Inhale, come all the way up. Find your focal point. Find your equanimity. Stand tall. And then if you want to extend your leg, you can or not. Yeah, nice. Couple more breaths here. Perfect. And gently place your left foot down. Step back. Warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior on your inhale. Back to warrior 2. Pick up that right heel. Coming into high lunge. Wing out your arms. Lean forward. Airplane pose. Soft left knee, lifted chest. Take an inhale here. Float your right knee up into one-legged mountain pose. Right ankle to left knee. Stretch your right hip in figure 4. Yes, the reality of yoga at home. One-legged mountain pose on your inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Nice job, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and step your left foot out. All right, so good job. Birds of paradise. This is called Prasarita Padottanasana. There's lots of ways you can do it. Let's try clasping our hands behind. Now, if that doesn't work for you because your shoulders are tight, just take your hands to your hips with your elbows pointed back so you have that little shoulder opening. Inhale, press your hips forward, lift your sternum. And exhale, flat back, forward fold. Take the weight into your toes. So you're shifting your weight forward. Let those arms kind of hang and come forward. Maybe you bring your palms together, maybe not. Soften and breathe. Gently take your hands to your low back, then let them go. Walk your body over to the left leg. Take your right hand, reach across. And then if you want a little extra stretch for your right lateral body, bend your right knee, keeping your hand on your left leg. Awesome. And then release. Walk your body over to the right. Take that left hand, see if you can reach across. If that doesn't work, that's fine. If you want to bend into your left knee, it's a little twist. Nice, take an inhale, and exhale, come through center. I'm making myself laugh. And then bend into the left knee, just a lateral lunge. Up and over to the right. Up and over to the left. One more time to the right. Nice, inhale through center. Take your hands to your hips with your elbows pointed back. Strong back, strong belly, strong butt. Inhale, come up to standing. Nice. And exhale, bring your feet together. So go ahead and sit on your mat. I'm going to sit facing you guys. You can sit however you want. We're going to do a seated figure 4. And if this doesn't work for you, you're just going to come onto your back. So you're going to take your right ankle to your left knee. Keep that right foot nice and flexed, and then lengthen your back here. So you don't want to be like this. You want to be nice and tall. Push your chest forward. Nice and soft. Perfect. Try to bring your awareness to the area of your body where you're feeling the stretch, which I'm hoping is your right hip. Nice. Just a few more breaths here. Really focusing and making the noise with your breath. Awesome. And then gently release your left foot down. Cross your right foot over your left leg and keep this left foot nice and active. Inhale, float your left hand up, and exhale, twist. So pull your right shoulder back. Keep your spine really long here and look over your right shoulder. Soften your belly just a little. Make some room for the twist. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, release your gaze forward and release your twist. Take the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, or it doesn't matter which side you're on. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Stretch the hamstring. And be very careful in flexion that you don't round your low back. Your upper back is fine, not your low back. Awesome. One more inhale. And on your exhale, gently release that stretch. Switch sides. So you have your right ankle on your left knee. And again, you don't want to hunch your back. You really want to press your chest toward you. So if you need to slide your right foot out a little, you guys stay. I'm going to check the time. So taking your breath, your awareness to that left glute hip area. Relax it. If for some reason that is shaking, sorry, I'm thirsty, you got to back off of your stretch. You don't want your muscles to shake in a stretch. Awesome. Excellent. One more inhale. And on your exhale, extend your right leg down. Cross that foot over if you can. For some reason you can't, you can always uncross. Inhale, float your right hand up, and exhale, twist. You can also take your elbow around your knee for your twist. But just keep your sit bones rotated or rooted down while you're rotating your spine. And if you feel any kind of pain or discomfort, back off, please. Nice. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen. Then release your gaze and release your twist. Unwind here. Take your sole of your foot into your opposite inner thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, forward fold. It's like you want to try to stick your sit bones out behind you, not tuck them under you. Awesome. One more inhale. One more exhale. And go ahead and come out of your stretch. Make your way down to your back on your mat slowly and carefully. Nice. Place your feet down with your ankles right below your knees. Place your hands down flat by your hips. Use your strong hands and your legs to lift you up in a bridge pose. So you can stay here, or if you want, you can work your hands underneath you and your shoulders together, and then press up to an even bigger back bend. And if you guys know yourselves and can do wheel, go for that. Otherwise, some sort of back bend. My favorite back bend is to take my hips into my hands. But whatever you do, you don't want to look around in this pose when there's this kind of pressure on your neck and shoulders. One more inhale, and slowly, carefully begin to bring your hips down. Drop your knees out with the soles of your feet together where we started our class today. Nice. Go ahead and bring your knees together. Take your left ankle to your right knee. Now, two choices here. You can knock both knees over so that your left ankle is on the outer edge of your right knee, or you can just unwind. But either way, both knees go to the right, tee out your arms. So I'm going to put you guys into Shavasana and end the video. You stay as long as you would like. 4, 5, 6 minutes in Shavasana is great. Nice. And go ahead and unwind there. Switch. Take your right ankle to your left knee. If that works for you, knock both knees over with your right ankle to the outer edge of your left knee. Look over to the left. Really relaxing through your side body, through your hips, through your low back. Release your breath. Close your eyes. Soften and surrender here. Go ahead and release that twist. Take some version of Happy Baby that allows your spine to stay long. Shift side to side. If you can take full Happy Baby without your spine lengthening, do that. Close your eyes. Really begin to get heavy on the mat. Release your feet, bring your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze of gratitude. Be grateful for the privilege of yoga, of practicing yoga, of making these beautiful shapes with our bodies. On your next exhale, bring your forehead to your knees, give yourself a squeeze. And then make your way into Shavasana. Let your hands fall by your side. Let your shoulders gently come inward to open up the heart. Take a big, slow inhale through the nose. And slowly, as you exhale, let the fingers curl up. Let your body get heavy. And take Shavasana.